You should never let your realtor be your lender. This guy calls me up and explains to me that he wants to buy a $1.2 million house. I was like, okay. And he said that he's really confused about what's going on. I was like, okay. So I'm a lender that helps people purchase homes. And when I start the process with somebody, either they explain to me what they want to do, or I ask them a bunch of questions. So in this case, because he already said he was confused, I asked him, I said, well, this $1.2 million house, how much money are you putting down? And he explains to me that he's going to put down 3%. I'm thinking to myself, 3% on 1.2 million, I don't think you can do that. So I asked him, I said, well, what kind of loan are you actually trying to do? And he said he thinks it's an FHA loan. So right there, I know that FHA loans require 3.5% down, and he's telling me 3%. So he definitely is confused. I then ask him how much cash he's going to actually need to bring to settlement. Did they explain that to you? And he goes, no, they didn't really explain that to me, but I have about 100 grand to work with. I was like, okay, what about the monthly payment? He says, well, I don't want a monthly payment more than about $5,000. So now I'm asking him, well, a $1.2 million house with 3 or 3.5% down, whatever it is, the payment's going to be probably double that. He explains to me that the current lender told him it would be $5,000. So I'm like, so what is the actual problem then? And he explains to me that they keep trying to tell him to buy a $650,000 house. And I said, your lender's trying to tell you to buy a $650,000 house? He goes, yeah, they're actually showing me the house. And I said, the lender's showing you the house? And he's like, yeah. And then I was like, well, why would your lender be showing you houses? That makes no sense. I then come to find out that the lender and the realtor are the same. There's no difference. So once he explains that to me, now I understand what's going on. He's telling them a payment of $5,000 and thinking he's going to buy a $1.2 million house. They're not clearly explaining to him the payment's going to be a lot more than that. And they're just showing him houses in the 600 range, which is going to have payments that are close to what he wants to spend. But they're not explaining to him the numbers from the lending perspective. They're just directing him from the realtor's perspective to a house that will fall within his budget. And he's getting frustrated because they keep showing him houses in the 600s. And it has to do with the payment. But he keeps sending them houses in the low millions. Having your lender and your realtor as the same person, I don't think that works well.